Are we all here?
Hang on. Just before
Apparently
we start.
not. Yeah.
Why is that? Why is it doing that?
Just linking to the homepage, so.
Why can't I just... No, fuck. Delete that message. Why is it not just... Why is it... Oh, that's annoying. Hang on, I'll just screenshot it. It's easier. I present to you Mike Johnson.
That's not too generic.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not that generic, but he is up there.
He's young, enthusiastic American to the core.
Yeah.
I defy you to tell me otherwise. Sorry, carry on.
All right. Are we all here? Is everybody here?
Yes.
Andy's not.
No, Andy's not, but you know.
But
Andy has forewarned me. Richard, are you here?
Yes.
He is. Excellent. Tom is muted, eating pasta. Okay, then. Right. Thank you, Tom. Please remain muted. Who can tell me what happened last session, then?
We had a big old fight.
Indeed you did.
we fought some rocks and some
You
living
fought
rocks.
a rock.
That was what it was. I
And
knew there was a
souls,
thing.
though.
A living rock.
Is that in a
Some
summoning stone?
souls.
I definitely
Indeed.
didn't forget what it was. I just remembered it was very large.
No worries at all. You did indeed successfully beat a rock in a fight.
They kept
Very
summoning
proud
things,
of you.
didn't it?
It was summoning things as you fought it. You were able to destroy it. You
And it
also
rolled poorly.
destroyed the. It did roll really fucking poorly. You also killed the goblin who had appeared to be
Yeah.
running it, and then got quite sad over it. I mean, I don't know what you expected.
It was quite sad. You know.
You guys bond with a random goblin. Okay, sure, fine. Why not? We'll just put her corpse here. And upon destroying the summoning circle, you had the scream and everything like that. So it sounds like the barrier is weakening.
Can I move her corpse underneath the corpse of the stone elemental? So it's like was it a cairn?
Oh yes. You want to try and use the stone elemental as a cairn. Okay, well, obviously you will have to walk a fair bit to get to where the earth elemental is, but we can say you can drag the body with you purely because I don't think Court is physically capable of carrying a goblin.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not, right?
No. Yeah.
Oh, I've
My
lost
strength's not that big.
Shit, hang on. I need to reload Roll20 because I've lost the jukebox control.
Oh no.
So it would just be on hold music for the whole game. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's fine. All right, very good. So you have indeed successfully defeated the summoning stone, and at the very end, the summoning stone appeared to summon the ghostly form of Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
However, Ragnir, acting on pure instinct, tore her down. This has had probably a significant impact on Sir Leopold, and I believe where we left off was with Jean telling Sir Leopold that there are ways to bring her back.
Yeah. Quick question for you, Dom.
Yes, go.
Whilst I was doing the whole thing with the corpse, can I take out the the necklace and just examine it for any kind of sign as to what that? So, for those of you who don't know, so when the ghost of Elizabeth appeared, the locket or the ruby necklace that I've got started burning.
Oh yeah.
It did indeed, yes.
So I feel like I'm going to reveal that to the team. But like, I was going to take it out and examine it and just see if there's anything I can notice about it that kind of indicates why it was burning or.
Okay, can you roll me religion, please?
Oh, religion.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration.
Don't even need it.
Nice.
Don't even need it.
All right, so Court, you take a quiet moment when Sir Leopold is looking busy. Actually, tell you what, can you guys roll me perception as well? We'll get to that after Court's thing, but everybody other than Court can roll perception while Court takes a moment to check out the necklace.
Bear with.
Yep. So as you kind of examine it and get a bit of a closer look at it and kind of hold it up to the light a bit, you realise that what you're holding is it's not an enchanted amulet. It's a religious symbol.
Oh dear.
It's a symbol of the.
I think Core might be technically blind.
Yeah, I think Call is intently focused on like picking his nose or something.
He's a cow. He's got a very big nose.
Yeah, it's true. He's probably sticking his tongue up there. Right.
Yeah, I think he can do that.
Probably. So, Court, you have upon closer investigation, you realise this is a religious symbol now because of your religion role, and I'd say your past exposure to the good league of good, the evil league of evil, the neutral league of neutrality, your wealth of experience across different organisations. You recognise that. So in the sundering that occurred about 200 or 300 years ago, I don't know if you guys remember the lore from the first campaign. Essentially, that caused the gods to kind of shatter and be all over the place, and organised religion largely collapsed. But the symbol that you're holding appears to be for the goddess of luck.
Ooh.
That appears to be what she had around her neck. Now, you can't really tell if this is enchanted in any way. Still, it appears to just be a normal, mundane symbol to the goddess of luck. But when you kind of felt it burning, you suspect that there might be some kind of lingering enchantment or some kind of link to Elizabeth that you can't quite figure out.
I'm definitely going to keep a hold of it. Thank you. That's good to know.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, in terms of perception, while you guys are kind of recouping yourselves up, a portal opens and the frog falls in. He vanishes. Who knows? Anyway, while you guys are kind of milling about and picking yourselves up, dusting off the griffin, licking your nose, whatever it is you happen to be doing, Ragnir and Salem, you notice that Sir Leopold attempts to kind of slyly put a piece of the summoning stone crystal just into his boot. He doesn't draw attention to it. He's clearly trying to just make sure nobody notices, but the two of you do spot that. All right. Is there anything you'd like to do before returning to the barrier once more, or delving further into the cave system?
I think so.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So Leopold's being a sassy bucker.
Yeah, indeed. So you journey back to the gully at the start of the. I have to delete the frog. Whoops. Okay, there we go. You journey back to the start of the cave. Now, while you're travelling there, Sir Leopold seems kind of deep in thought. And upon reaching around about here, he's going to stop you all and turn to Eugene and specifically say, "You told me there were ways to bring her back. What do you know?"
Well, these are difficult things. It's not the easiest thing to accomplish. I myself have been dabbling with ways to extend my longevity and bring back friends, but usually they're only temporary. They only last for a short while before the spells lose their potency. If you want to look at bringing her back, I'm sure there are ways, but it may take some looking and potentially some element of sacrifice. Nothing important was ever gained free.
So Leopold is going to consider this very, very intently, and then step forward to you and say, "Look, he's trying to get up to your height. You're quite tall. He's tall as well, but you're more like a stick with features, I suppose."
Yeah.
He kind of tries to get up a bit to your level and then say, "I will pay whatever the price."
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a good start.
Sorry. Okay, that's a good position for us.
Yep. And he's
I'll
gonna
do
then
everything I can to help.
he's then going to say, "Look, I know we need to continue our quest, but there is something. if you will aid me, I would try this. I will hold no ill will against you if you do not wish to delve into these dark waters with me. But I owe a debt.
No, anything for a friend like you.
All right then. So with that, Sir Leopold is going to save some time and everybody moving manually. I'm going to move you guys here, and Sir Leopold will fetch the body of Elizabeth.
And if you think about it, and I'm quite happy saying this to Sir Leopold, think about all the good she's done. Like a small sacrifice in the great balance of the world. All of the good that she will do for one small sacrifice. Like it's a net positive.
Can you roll me persuasion, please, with advantage?
Yes.
No greater good.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I also roll my little knack?
You don't need to because 12 is actually sufficient. He is very primed by you guys to fully believe in evil. So that was actually quite an easy check for you, I must admit.
Good.
It's almost like we planned this.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait as we do this more and more. The checks become like 4.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
Just
like
give him an excuse.
every time you guys are getting like a crazy high roll, I am just like reducing the threshold you have to get. Right. Sorry, I will be right back before we start this. Eleanor's just got back from work. So
No
give me a
problem.
second.
Can't wait to kill her again.
While Dom's away, and I think Andy's not here, I completely missed qualifying. Is it worth watching back? Or do I just look at the results? Ed, answer me.
I mean, it was a white knuckle roller coaster ride from start to finish for me. So I mean, you know me, I have it as soon as like
you were at work, weren't you?
Yeah,
At 2 o'clock this
I
afternoon.
don't even know.
It was at 2 o'clock this
No idea
afternoon.
what it was.
I got
2.
everything I needed out of it from listening to it on the radio, so I don't know if that.
Oh yeah, that says it all, really.
Yeah. I just looked at the results. I didn't.
I also looked at the results and didn't watch it. So
All
I
right.
listened
Well,
to-
in
I
that
watched
case,
the highlights on YouTube, but that was about
was
it.
it? Yeah, honestly, like I feel like quality is one of those things. It's exciting if you watch it as it's live, but in hindsight, it's just like, well, I don't really care what happens as long as I find that result, unless something particularly interesting happens.
Yeah, but anyway, they're running another qualifying session tomorrow, so
Exactly. Yeah, I'll just watch that instead.
yeah, it's so weird that they're doing the quali today.
Well,
This-
it happened.
so-
It happened when we were in Silverstone, doesn't it?
So this is qualifying for the actual race, and then
Yeah.
tomorrow is qualifying for the sprint race.
Mm-hmm. And then it's
Yeah.
the sprint race. Is the qualifying for the sprint race a one shot?
No, it's
No,
a
is it?
shortened version of normal quali,
Mm.
but they have to use particular tyres.
yeah, specific. I'm also surprised that isn't it like medium, soft?
So
I'm
Yeah, it
surprised
is,
that
yeah.
it's not hard, medium, soft, because
It would feel
in
more
my head
consistent.
that makes more
wouldn't
sense.
it
Yeah.
it's probably to do with the track. I would have thought. Like if the hard tyres just dog
Oh,
shit.
they should do one where they force everybody to be in wets, even if it's dry.
I
Even if-
think
especially if it's dry.
I don't think it's anything to do with the track. I think it's everything to do with the fact that the FIA has just arbitrarily made a decision, and everyone has to just abide by
Dan,
it.
you're making it sound like the FIA haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing. How dare you?
It's fine.
You're
if they
cutting
keep making-
you're cutting far too close to the fucking truth right there, buddy.
If they keep making changes, Max will leave, and
Mm.
I'm all for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Change away, boys.
Oh dear.
Richard, you live in London. You want to come to my living room?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
See how it is.
All right. Now, before Dan gets too upset, Sam, I assume we're all invited apart from Dan, yeah? Okay.
Yes, that's how that
Anyway,
goes. Yeah,
That is
everybody
how
is
that
welcome.
works. Yeah,
We can't win the crashing the leaving do bet if he's invited.
exactly. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Exactly. I'm actually doing him a favour.
Mhm.
Yeah, you are. I really appreciate your help, Sam. You know.
Just make sure you let him know specifically where and when he's not invited, yeah?
I'll blind copy you into the invite.
Oh dear. Right. So Sir Leopold gently lays her body out in front of you. He glances around at all of you and kind of says, "Please don't judge me for what I must do. This is not how I intended, but she will do a lot of good. It is a fair exchange, right?"
Equivalent exchange.
Yes, Dan.
This
So,
makes me feel like it's about the guy above. Just really excited.
oh God, that's my new boss. I might delete that image. Yeah, you know what? Just because at some point in future that may come back to bite me in the ass.
Oh, damn it!
He's
Yeah,
trying so hard to get Snipping Tool up to get it.
could have screenshot
It's like
that.
one day one day I'm gonna regret that. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm deleting it now.
Honestly, that day was going to be a lot sooner than I feel like even you expected. Richard,
Oh,
did you
dear.
know on your recording at all?
No,
Damn.
I don't
No.
record Discord because
That
Yeah,
was like-
that's a
That's a
sense.
good
it's
idea.
bad enough you record the noise, let alone the vision.
yeah.
All right, so Leopold steps forward and he places his hammer down upon the ground and briefly leans over it and seems to be muttering some kind of prayer into it. He then turns to you and he says, I know one way to do this, but I will need your help.
Of course.
You in particular, as he gestures to you, Jean, and says, you're a skilled cleric or whatever you may be. Your knowledge of the arcane will be exceedingly useful. He glances at the box of cats and kind of seems to reconsider almost everything in his entire life and says, and you too will serve your purpose.
Is he ignoring the paladin to his left?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
I was just checking.
No, he's just going to talk to the cat and the dead man, and then be like, "All right, bish bash bosh, moving on." No, he then turns and extends a hand to you, and says, "Aid me, brother."
Cole will go full bro spec and grab him by the back of his neck and put their foreheads together and be like, "We can do this."
Okay, you're noticeably taller than him, so it's a little awkward to do. You got to crouch. You nearly skewer him. But you do.
It's almost like I'm just cuddling his head to my chest, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
honestly, if you'd have timed this wrong, you'd have either taken an eye out or just mushed him into your boobs. So it's
They're pecs. Cole is a ripped boy. He's got 20 strength.
Sure, they are udder boy. Okay. So he begins kind of extending a hand and kind of chanting. Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah, we'll go with that. Bros for life. Yeah. He extends a hand and begins chanting, and he's clearly trying to cast some kind of spell that is significantly outside of his in-game sense, his level requirement, but also his skills.
Can I give him bardic inspiration?
Okay, certainly, yeah. If
Give
you
him a little
roll,
pep talk,
what's your if you roll the dice, because I don't know what your bardic
it's
inspiration
a
dice is.
D6.
Go on, roll a d6. Let's see how much you're able to aid him.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is anybody else going to aid him? Does anybody else have any other aid spells or anything of that sort?
I mean, you said aid spells, so I guess I'll do that.
I want to be clear, wasn't referencing that spell.
You said it now, buddy.
But I did say it, so you know what? Fair play, you got me. You do have an aid spell.
Remember that time when Sam shouted, "I have AIDS"? Remember that time?
Oh yeah.
It's all come back.
It should be printed in my brain.
Somewhere buried in my PC. I'll find it in a minute. There is a picture of me cuddling a cow. So I'm gonna find that for your benefit, and I'll put it on shortly when I dig it out. Because I can one up Dan because I'm in the fucking picture.
What is this? So you can, as an action, you can touch a creature and confer one of the following benefits. So You can add a D3 whenever making an ability check, okay, or an expanded spell slot. I'm assuming we're going for the
we'll
D3.
go for the first one because.
You're right. If you roll a D3 as well, let's keep track of all these bonuses you guys are adding on. Cool. Very good. Very good. Right. So we're up to a +8 with that. He's got aid from Call. Anybody else throwing anything else on?
I could give him like a crisp fist bump.
Is that not quite a crisp high five?
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Alright.
Yeah, Court can't do high fives. He can't get his arm high enough.
Sorry, minor aside. I'm now searching for aided images, and I found this. Dom, do you remember this?
Oh god, we have that on our fucking fridge.
We did have that on our fridge.
Right. Okay. So as Sir Leopold starts to chant and make various hand movements and that sort of thing, kneeling in prayer, he's clearly reciting a very holy ritual. And after some time and some attempts at casting, he kind of stands back up again and looks at the corpse and turns and looks at all the rest of you and just says, I failed. I can't bring her spirit back. It's like her soul it's like it doesn't exist anymore. He turns and kind of looks at you, Ragnar.
Whoops.
and so that can't have actually been her. Please tell me that wasn't her.
That wasn't her?
It was... he starts pacing back and forth, trying to kind of regain his composure. He then turns and looks at the body again and says, if we had more power, I could do this. Couldn't I?
Mm.
If I was stronger.
Yeah.
If I was better.
More power is always more helpful.
There you go.
He seems to be considering something internally, and now is... Oh yeah, there's the Sam Cal selfies. And I'm going to make this very public for you, because this is quite an important role.
Fun fact, same cow.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's over 10, and that was the threshold for this.
Ooh.
He is going to briefly take a knee and reach into his boot and pull out the shard of the summoning stone that he collected. And he's going to stare at the body, stare at the shard, back and forth a few times.
Stuff it down the throat.
And he is then going to instead gently place it on her chest and lay his hand over the top of it. And you can see he starts to cast, and after a moment or two, some kind of dark power starts to seep out from his hand. You can see black tendrils enveloping the body of Elizabeth as he's chanting louder and louder and louder until there is a cracking sound.
Like ice?
Sure, I suppose. Yes. As where is it? Yes, as he falls back suddenly, and Elizabeth stands up.
Well, she looks nice and reasonable.
It is almost immediately noticeable that this is not
Fiona from Shrek.
Oh god. Note to self, change the icon. This is obviously not the same Elizabeth as before, as she kind of awkwardly sits up and just stares at Sir Leopold. He gets to his feet and helps her stand up as well, as she just kind of stands there. Her eyes are completely glazed over. Her skin is pale and looks like a day-old corpse, realistically. She doesn't appear to really have that much awareness of her surroundings, as she just simply stares at Sir Leopold without saying anything. He kind of extends his hand to her to try and, Elizabeth, is that you? Are you in there? As the corpse of Elizabeth kind of twitches its head and looks at him. He kind of turns back to the rest of you and shrugs a bit, and then says, "Well, I guess necromancy is not an exact science. It's
Can I?
an area of specialism."
Can I cast Thou
Thaumaturgy.
yeah, whatever that is, to like throw my voice to say I love you, Sir Leopold.
roll me deception at disadvantage.
What?
To see if he actually thinks.
Has it got the Dalek voice?
Jesus Christ, that is way too good of a roll.
Why are you so deceptive?
Charisma.
He's convinced everybody uses the box of cards.
Looking through all my spells.
Yeah.
No spell is good for anyone. There's no spell that helps any single thing.
Are all of your spells just to hinder people?
It's all to either control or to damage.
Nice.
That is the most
that
cat
says a lot
thing I
about
can imagine. Yeah.
There is. Is there a spell which just pushes items off edges, like on tables and stuff?
Well, to be fair, have you seen how he's using Eldritch Blast? That is literally his whole character.
It is literally
His whole
oh my
character
god.
build is knocking things off of cliffs. I'm gonna have to make a dungeon where there are literally no cliffs just to fuck Tom over.
That's not fair.
It is not fair, but it's also
Tom
fun.
has taken the concept of a cat knocking things off a shelf and to its logical conclusion.
Yeah.
What, some kind of demon cat thing?
Gave them eldritch powers.
Yeah.
And they still just knock things off of other things.
Yeah. Just knock shit off.
Exactly.
Knock it off.
So I just have to sort a few things out. Okay, excellent. All right then. So Leopold doesn't believe that this is Elizabeth. And when you do that, he kind of glares. He clearly is taken aback for a moment, and then he glares at the cats. It's hard to glare at a whole box of cats because which one do you make eye contact with?
They're all just looking around in different directions.
All of the cats. Are you saying a box of cats is trying to look nonchalant?
Yeah. Well, that's what they always look like. They're never looking in the same direction.
One of them is just licking itself.
Yeah.
It just doesn't care.
While making eye contact somehow, yes.
Yeah.
So Leopold kind of gently rests his hand on her face, and kind of you hear him whispering to himself something about how he's letting her down, but he won't rest until she's back to how she was. He then turns to the rest of you and says, "We still have a job to do here, right? We have to deal with this dreamer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The barrier is what is left."
we can deal with that. Then you can put all of your efforts into restoring Elizabeth.
Indeed. All right then. So I'm going to move you all to where the barrier is, just to save you running around because I've got all the weird.
I
holes and
appreciate
shit
it.
here. Yeah. So as you tread your way back up to the barrier is now incredibly noticeably weaker. It appears to flicker occasionally. It's barely holding, but there is still something left of it.
Can I throw Court at it?
Court, are you
is
going to let
Court
him,
willing?
or is this going to be a hostile
willing?
action?
I think Court's a bold boy.
Court, are you
I'm
willing
not-
to
I'm
be
not just gonna,
thrown
like-
at something?
I'm not gonna be like forcibly grab him. I'm gonna say to him, "You up for a bit of fun?" and see if he fancies being hurled at the barrier.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, all right.
Trust me.
Why not? Let's have a go.
All right. So
what do you want me to roll
to throw him at the barrier, what I want is an athletics check from Call and an acrobatics check from Court.
Okay.
That's not an amazing roll, but it'll probably do.
Not an amazing roll. 17 and a 26 from Court. So
He hits
okay,
that
give me-
barrier like a fucking swan diver.
And if I need to, I can use my cybolstered knack if I need to increase my roll at all. Let me
I
know
would
if I need
recommend
to.
you do just as a thing.
Yeah.
It's about the collective of the two rolls, so I'm just saying, throw that on there as
31.
well. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So, Call, you ball up Court.
40,
I mean,
47 equalized, I think.
it does, yes.
Damn.
Which puts you over the point. So you're good. You're good. Call, as you bundle Court into a ball. I mean, the size difference is such that Court is like he's like a medium-sized rugby ball to Call. Let's be honest. Don't question it. And you kind of you wind up and give it a good, nice tight spiral.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
imagine I throw him like a spin pass and he just rotates like a fucking torpedo.
Out of reflex, you spike it into the ground.
Oh shit!
Shatter his neck. So you throw Court at the barrier. Court in midair, you're able to spin yourself around and angle yourself such that your psychic dagger is pointing in front of you, and you are able to penetrate the barrier.
Hot.
Just about. So as you pass through, you feel like you've passed through jelly. It feels weird. It feels wrong. And the barrier, you are now through the barrier, and you could carry on deeper into the cavern if you wanted, or you could stay and try and help other people through.
I will stay and try and help other people through.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now, on your side of the barrier, you can see the cavern carries on a little bit, and there's a bit of a corner, so you can't quite see what's just ahead of you unless you want to go and check it out. But the barrier is definitely passable now with the right kind of check.
Can we try this? Can I try suggest to Ragnar that he just he gets up close and then we'll just see if we can slowly force him through. Whether he starts pushing and I'll push him from the back and see if he can push his way through, slowly, brute force wise.
Okay,
Yes.
certainly.
Brute force is a thing I understand.
Brute force is a thing you understand. Okay then, right. So we'll start with the brute force, and then we'll get to the misty step.
Yeah.
So I guess
Use
for
that one,
brute
brute force. forcing.
Now, to be clear, are you just trying to just force your way through slowly, or are you trying to tear this barrier open? Like, what's your leaning?
Why don't you raid and tear it open?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to rage.
Okay, go for the rage. Let's see your roll as well, just for
Oh, good.
Do you want to do necrotic damage to anybody?
Do it,
Seriously
Celia, Paul.
considering it.
How close is Elizabeth?
She is within 30 feet.
Yeah, she can take a D12 of necrotic damage.
Is she going to be?
Okay, can you roll that, please?
Take any necrotic damage?
Oh, excellent. Well done.
Hell.
As you kind of explode with magic, these kind of black marks come bursting off of your body, like stripes almost. They echo out, and one of them does hit Elizabeth, but it appears to kind of impact on her, and then she kind of shifts, and if anything, she looks in better shape. You think it may have healed her?
Oh, that's good. I still get my temporary hit points. And it would have been a shame to kill her a second time.
Well, I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you'd like to roll me an athletics check with advantage, then to try and tear yourself through. Okay, so that's a 26. Yeah, if you can as well. Let's get both of you.
Better.
There we go. So, as
49. Fucking wrecked.
Ragnar, as you let loose a bestial scream and start tearing the barrier open, Call, you help out, kind of shoving your not a scythe, is it? It's currently a halberd. Shoving your halberd in and kind of prying it open.
Right. We've been in this cave a long time.
And with a cracking sound, the barrier does indeed fall.
Yeah,
Barely holding itself together, and you are now free to enter into the Cavern of the Dreamer. as I just make one thing really quickly. Basically, I just need to check that everything works properly in here.
Raid boss boy.
And delete the frog.
Mythic Plus. We got this.
Can I pee before we start this fight?
Yeah, go for it. Why not? That'll give me time to work out what fight I'm going to make you guys do. No, I mean...
pee and grab a beer and just generally prep for what I anticipate will be a lengthy fight. So.
It may be, who knows?
Oh yeah, Sam, how many beers deep was Jameson before you realised the mistake there?
Many.
What?
Yeah, good lad. Oh, nothing, don't worry, Dom.
You what?
Listen, in Sussex, you have your first beer at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
As
is tradition. It explains the, general nature of you guys.
Yep.
Dear, right.
And that's all you need to worry about.
I'm choosing not to think too much about it as I sort things out. Tell you what, I'll put you guys in the room so you can see it while we wait for Sam.
Cool. This should be easy.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yep.
Thank fuck for those temporary hit points.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't know how Court feels about this.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. That appears to be a dragon with a number of pipes going into it.
Oh, good. I really like the big metal feet. That's going to make it easy. It's going to make it hit softly, I think.
Look, do you see that big mouth it's got there, Ragnar? That's all you need to worry about, because that's where you're going.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm getting inside this thing. One way or another.
Why did I have to use all my spell slots?
Oh, on the way down the corridor, can I do the bolster magic thing on Jean? Right.
Start rolling initiative, possibly. Waiting for Sam. Is that?
We probably will start rolling initiative. Yeah. Hang on. Don't roll it yet. I haven't got the thing up. There we go.
Ooh.
Not bad.
I've got to get the right fucking thing up now, don't I? Where the fuck is it?
Oh, I'm gonna get.
I roll better. I can't wait to see
God damn it.
one.
I suck at initiative somehow.
Have you considered just not sucking at initiative?
I don't know why. Well, I have a positive, I have a 2, which isn't horrendous.
A 2 isn't bad. I'll give you the 14 you got, by the way, Tom.
We're actually quite a dexterous party for once.
We are.
Are you?
We never have a high intelligence party, but
no, because
you're not that dexterous, are you?
We'll see.
Actually, to be fair, looking at those initiative rolls, actually,
yeah.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, all right. I take it back.
I'm interested to see what calls is.
Negative 12.
Well, right, I'm just sorting out some things because they're fucking.
I started playing the new Baldur's Gate the other day. Made Baron as a character.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Is he dead already?
He did immediately die to environmental damage.
That's the most Baron thing he could have done, though. Let's be honest.
I got curious, and because it came up and it was like, oh, if you can attack that, so I did, and it exploded.
Oh dear. Okay, as I just sort these things out.
Calls initiative is a flat roll.
Is it? Okay, so we have got one person who's yeah. Yep, that's fine. That's all here. As we wait for Sam. Doop doop doop. No, actually, as we're waiting for Sam, that means I have to play the on-hold music. So.
Yeah.
You should record some of it and just send it to Andy.
just the on-hold music. Here's what you're missing, Andy.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna text into the D&D chat just to say, Andy, you're missing so much hold music right now.
And I'm back.
Welcome back, Sam. There's a dragon.
What?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Look at this fucking cyber demon.
Is that? Hang on.
All right.
Yes, and tell the dragon, hold on. Oh, Stab, whilst I remember. The other day I was talking to a friend of mine who reminds me of you because he argues everything. And he was arguing a point about Dragon Ball Z, right? And I explained something, and he goes, "Oh, I haven't seen that yet." And I was like, "That's pretty early on." And he was like, "Oh no, I've only seen a couple of things." And someone else went, "Yeah, his Dragon Ball Z knowledge is actually really low." And I was like, "Oh, but that won't stop him arguing about it, will it?" Because he was literally arguing about something that he's like halfway through the first season of, and there's a lot of Dragon Ball. And I was like, "Oh, this is like a proper moment where I feel like Sam would appreciate like his confidence in his own knowledge."
All right, welcome back, Sam. Can you roll me initiative, please?
Yeah, bear with.
Yep.
Where's my sheets gone?
Mm-hmm. How many sheets have you got? Oh yeah, you have a griffin as well. Put the griffin in.
Oh fuck. Where's Griffin? There's a Griffin. So I have a question. Is this in counterbalance for the fact we don't have Andy?
On the fly, a little bit.
Oh wow, call is consistent.
That makes it so much easier because I don't have to change the turn order.
Gruff hasn't rolled yet.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's gonna fuck it up, isn't he? That's all right. One
Yep.
person's fine. Yeah.
You kind of drag people around, so.
Yeah, I've just done that. All right. As you enter the cavern. Oh yeah, we'll stop the on hold music. We're not on hold anymore. Unless the dragon is emitting on hold music. Who knows? Could be. Anyway. There we go. As you round the corner, before you see a gigantic dragon that appears to be largely dead. However, significant parts of it have been replaced. There are pipes leading from the pool around it into the dragon that appear to be pumping this foul green liquid into it. The dragon appears to be, at present, completely asleep. And so it does not yet appear to be aware of you. It appears to just simply be asleep. And as we start, it does not take a turn. Court, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I am going to go over to here, I think.
Yep.
And
you can use your action to have a nose about, see what else is in the room, anything else that you might need to grab hold of or touch in weird ways. I don't know why I've chosen to go with this touching theme, but I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
Where did the pipes go?
So the pipes are all leading from this, what you'd hope is water, but clearly isn't water, are all leading out of this and into the dragon.
Can I try and throw a dagger and pierce one of the pipes?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah, if you make me an attack roll.
Cool.
All right then. As you spin about the psychic blade in your hand and let it loose, it hits one of the pipes and completely shatters it. The foul green liquid that's coming from it splatters all over the floor, and you hear a hissing noise as the pipe seems to automatically detach itself from the dragon. Where the pipe was previously attached to the dragon, you can see there is a significant open wound, and the foul green liquid seems to be oozing out of the dragon from the same location. Anything else for you?
I would like to use my bonus action to yeet another dagger at a different pipe.
Okay, that's fine. So for context, there are 10 pipes in total. So you've taken out one of them. So if you throw me another one. Okay, so with your second knife, you throw it at the pipe. Unfortunately, it kind of glances off, not quite enough to shatter it.
That is fair.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll just hold fire for now.
Okay then. Right then, it is Gruff the Griffin's turn. There are 9 pipes remaining. The dragon appears to be sleeping.
Where are the pipes? All around the room.
They're all around the dragon, basically. If you're in range of the dragon, you're in range of a pipe.
All right, Gruff is going to go find a pipe and have at it.
Okay, give us an attack roll, please. Okay, unfortunately, when he goes for it with his beak, he isn't quite able to get it, but then he brings about his claws and he is able to shatter one of the pipes. There are now 8 pipes remaining, and it detaches itself from the dragon.
And just turn over there.
Okay, splendid. Salem, it is your turn.
I could cast Fireball on the dragon.
It's a dragon.
You could.
Could. We are currently going for the things around it, and it doesn't seem hostile. Just put it out there.
Hit all the pipes.
Now, if you fireballed the dragon, you would hit all the pipes that are attached to it.
I would hit all the pipes.
That is true.
That's 7 whole pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it 8?
There are 8 remaining.
8 pipes.
I mean,
Does this stuff look flammable?
You're not certain. There's only really one reliable way to test. However, there are torches that are kind of sticking out of it, so that seems very irresponsible if it is flammable.
Okay. Does it look like it's from this plane of reality?
So does anybody here know enough about dragons to comment on their plane of existence and where they belong?
I should do,
Dan.
right?
You do.
They are
Yes.
literally my ancestors.
As I quickly Google this.
I think it, like IRL. Well,
They
IRL,
would be.
in lore.
Hmm.
It depends on the dragon.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like certain dragons are like, for example, like shadow dragons or fey dragons have spent so much time in that respective realm that could probably argue they are now more of that realm. But I think most of them are from the prime material.
Okay, he said that with enough confidence that I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. One of the Eldritch gods, Ed, has decreed that dragons are from this plane of existence.
They are from this plane of existence.
Generally,
okay.
yes.
Okay then. I'll cast Fireball.
Excellent. So, can you roll me some fireball, please?
Oh yeah, I don't have to roll to attack.
No, it's a dex save from them, and I'll be honest with you, a sleeping dragon and a bunch of pipes, not great dex.
The damage increases for 1d6 for each slot above 3rd level, and I'm 4th level.
Okay, so it's an extra d6, so upcast to 4th level.
So 8d6, so 9d6. How do I do more?
It should be an option when you cast it. Is like, what level are you casting it at, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Level 4.
Thank you, Tom. As Salem, Fluffy, Muffin, Sunday, Pickle, Fuzz, Aldrin, Binks, Cat Stevens all briefly lock eyes with each other, a ball of fire ascends out of the box and is immediately bashed with one hand straight towards the dragon, or one paw, sorry, straight towards the dragon. It arcs through the air quite gracefully, landing directly on top of the dragon and exploding. Almost immediately, all of the pipes attached to the dragon shatter. They go flying in all directions, this foul green liquid oozing out of everywhere at every opportunity. And almost immediately, the dragon's eyes snap open.
No, really?
I know, shockingly enough. So I'm going to need, let's see, all of you to make me a wisdom save, please.
No.
I have an aura.
Oh
This is
yeah,
important
let me
in
I'll
this
give you the
instance.
aura. This is very important in this instance. I will give you the aura.
I can do it. You just need to make it visible.
Yeah.
Wisdom save.
So everybody other than Court will get it. Everybody other than Court gets a +4.
And Gruff the Griffin.
Oh yeah, Gruff 2. Wait, Gruff, do we make it 2?
I don't know.
Poor old Gruff. Gruff fucking nailed it.
Gruff is fine. Gruff knows no fear. Oh yeah, that's the point. I have to roll for these two fuckers, don't I? Not great. And I should keep these character sheets open. That would be sensible. Here it is. Man, I should really order my spell list. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, even with Cole's aura, both Leopold and Elizabeth fail that. Cole, you pass. Ragnar, you get the +4, so you pass. Jean, even with the +4, you fail. Court with a 6, you fail.
No, I refuse to accept it.
You refuse
Impossible.
to accept impossible with a 6. So those of you who have failed are frightened.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Here's a thing about that then. Let me just check.
Okay. You have advantage on saving throws to avoid or
So I
end the
imagine it
frightened
won't
condition on
fix it
yourself.
because the 13 probably won't do that, but it will give me advantage going forwards for
Yep,
trying
okay.
to end it.
That's fine. So make a note on your character token that you are currently frightened. As I put a little scaredy token on these guys because they are scared. Wait, did the cats roll?
Yeah,
Did they? Where?
yeah, at the top.
You rolled insight.
Oh fuck. Yeah. How the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
What you did is you clicked the insight button. That's,
Yeah.
It's alright, you get a +4, so okay, that's a 16, which does make the save. So okay, splendid. Alright then. So that is Salem's turn, unless you've got anything else you want to do on your turn.
You've done enough.
I've done enough.
He
you
has
have
done
done enough.
I could move. I'm going to hide behind. I need to move. I'm going to hide behind this. Here.
Okay, as the cats go and hide behind a
That's
pillar.
where I was going to hide.
As now that they've just thrown a fireball into the situation, they now cower and hide. Ragnar, it is your turn then. You are still enraged.
Yes. I'm gonna go do something smart.
I'm gonna jump directly in its mouth.
I'm gonna run straight at the dragon,
Okay, yep. You run straight at the dragon. Go for it, please.
and I would like to recklessly attack.
Okay then. So that's a 24, a 25.
I
So-
think if the first one
Mhm.
hits, the second one's a 26 because I'll have the second level.
Okay,
truth
well
fairy bonus.
they do both hit.
6, 6, 6, 6.
There's no getting around that. They do both hit. So as you bring about Truthful Fang, and start stabbing at the dragon, you are able to land some blows. Its scales are very thick. You don't feel like you're being too effective, but you do indeed hit. So that is 20 points of damage plus 6 of rage. So that is 26 points of damage. Excellent. Anything else for you, Ragnar?
Oh, I'm gonna use the totem to force myself into tiger form.
Okay, please do. Yes. Could you remind those careless people who've forgotten exactly how that works?
There's careless people called Dom.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can force myself into tiger form
Mhm.
as a bonus action.
Mhm.
It will. Something I'd forgotten about. Emit a burst of necrotic energy, inflicting 2d8 damage to yourself and all enemies within 10 feet of yourself, unless they pass a DC 15 Dex check.
Okay
Half
then.
damage otherwise. So
Shit. Dragon actually fails. How much necrotic damage? Okay, 8 points of necrotic damage. Excellent.
And it notches the side of the tiger.
Yes, if you could put I don't know if you've got some counter or something on your character sheet, that'd be greatly appreciated. Yep. Okay.
That
Splendid.
will be my turn.
That will be your turn. All right then, Jean, it is your turn. There is a large dragon in front of you. It is clearly awake.
Yes, I am frightened of this, but I can fix that.
Wait, did you? Oh yeah, you are frightened, aren't you? Sorry,
I am frightened,
I'm
but
putting the marker on you. Yep.
when I activate my form of dread, I won't be, because I am immune to the frightened condition.
Oh, splendid, excellent.
In that form.
Yep.
So yeah, I crack, and get all creepy.
Okay,
and...
you elongate your spine by several feet or inches.
Yep. Then I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got right now.
All right then.
Bish. Back.
Excellent. You crack your spine, get yourself in position, and fire off an Eldritch Blast. Your first one does indeed hit with a 20 and does 12 points of force damage. Your second one, unless you've got advantage somehow, that does miss.
I would. It now needs to make a Wisdom save, otherwise be frightened. Me.
Okay then. As Jean
Who can
plays
play that fucking game?
Uno reverse card. Oh, what check does it need to make?
Wisdom save. DC 15.
Is it a 15?
15, yeah.
Fuck, got 14. The dragon is now frightened
Fear
of
me!
Jean. So as after the dragon makes you afraid, you simply crack and elongate your spine and blast out tendrils and remind the dragon that it is he who should fear you. Anything else for you, Jean?
I am going to move over here.
It's a bit of a play, yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Guys, you're all leaving my aura. Like,
what happened there is the dragon
Yeah,
went.
but that feels like the bit that's going to get blasted.
Yeah.
With
The dragon went,
weapon.
be afraid, and Jean went, no, you.
I also just realised I forgot to do initiative for these fuckers. So
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like this is.
Wait, where's the Elizabeth?
I'm
I'm
gonna be here. Right.
I can't
Yeah,
see
this is
you
good
anymore.
enough.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I'm out of the aura, at least I'm away from the guy who's hitting him. Who's, I feel is going to get blasted. But yeah, he has. I forgot what frightened does. I'll double check. But yeah, all good.
Okay then. So what frightened does, I suppose, because I do have it handy, is disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is in line of sight, and they can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear. Now, because I forgot to roll their initiative, it's I'm going to quickly have Sir Leopold and Elizabeth's turn. So they are unfortunately frightened, so they can't willingly move closer. So Sir Leopold is going to step backwards, clearly afraid, and he is going to hold his hand up and cast a spell upon himself as he casts Sanctuary on himself to put a shield up, as you just hear him muttering like, "By all the gods!" So that's his turn, then it was Jean's turn, and now it is Elizabeth's turn. Now she can't willingly move closer, but she is immediately going to pull a number of daggers out of her pocket and fling them. The first one goes wide, but the second one does indeed hit.
Nice.
Okay, and that is Elizabeth's turn. Now, Paul, now it is your turn. Apologies.
Sorry, this music is proper Hearthstone music.
It is, yeah. Oh, actually, and I'll make their wisdom checks as well, just in case. Oh, so Leopold is no longer frightened. Splendid. And Elizabeth is still very much frightened. Okay. Sorry, Sam. Your turn.
I'm gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you move yourself specifically so the tiger is not within your aura.
Well, I guess I could go here.
I just thought it was mean.
And I am going to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this is what I want. Decisions. I have a number of options, and I did not consider them before I started my turn. I apologize sincerely.
Need to make Sam play a barbarian, so he only has one course of action.
Yeah, evidently that's the way forward.
I had two things I could have done. I could have turned into a tiger first.
Yeah.
I'll have you know I can make my decisions in any order.
Just because I can doesn't mean I will. But
Yeah, I mean, you know.
No, I did want to see if the pounce would take down a dragon, but you know.
I'll Hunter's Mark him.
Okay, splendid. So Hunter's Mark. Yep. So that is a concentration spell on yourself. So I'd put a little. Yep, you're already ahead of me.
Oh yes.
Okay, so it is an extra 1d6 whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I had a
We
better
know.
option. Can I renounce that? Is that allowed?
What do you want to do instead?
My vow of immunity.
Yeah, all right, go on then. Because you haven't used it yet, so you might as
No,
well.
it's a much better thing to do for a bonus action.
So yeah, I was going to say we'll just
I'll
pull it off.
take the on attack rolls. It's way
So you
better.
utter a vow of enmity against the creature you can see within 10 feet of you. There it is. You
Like,
get
I am
advantage on
built
attack
for
rolls
taking out one big thing
against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. Okay,
Fucking have it.
excellent. All right, so you point at the dragon and utter whatever your vow is. Presumably it's something like "come on" or you know, I don't know.
You are weaker than a stonk.
I thought his vow was just did somebody call the stunk.
No. I'm sorry, but I feel like your vow should be looks like a bull market or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
you bring
know
about the halberd and go scything against the dragon. Sorry, and you do indeed do 14 points of slashing damage. Excellent. I'm assuming there's a second attack coming, but you know.
Yeah, there is. You are correct. 26 and another 14.
Excellent. You bring it about again and bring a second attack, slashing down upon the dragon.
And pop a
Very
spine
good.
there
Very
as well.
good. Oh, and you pump in a divine smite. Okay,
Cool.
so that is 9 points of
measure.
radiant damage. As you use the divine smite and feel the radiant damage flowing into the dragon, you notice that it does feel amplified and more powerful.
Hey, hey, Ragnar. How about
Yeah?
some spell slots?
That's nice. I'm a bit busy.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. All right, is that your turn then, Sam?
I mean, I've used all my actions and my movement, so yeah, I reckon it probably is, if I'm honest. Isn't
All
it?
right then, as it is now the turn of the dragon. Now, the dragon's got quite a few things it's going to do, but first of all, you notice that it kind of pulls itself into an awkward half standing, half still lying position. Clearly, whatever magic or strange devices were being used to resurrect this dragon is not fully completed just yet, but it is still very much in play, as the battle music has apparently stopped.
Mm.
There we go. That'll do. Oh, fuck, I'm starting all of them. All right then, so the dragon is, first of all, it is going to do a slash attack with its claws against you, Call. Does a 27 hit?
Maybe it does. You know
I
what?
know you can pull some shit out here, I'm just saying.
No, I believe you.
As the one of the dragon's claws comes scything at you, the claws of this dragon are like great swords, and it does 14 points of slashing damage as it just clips you a bit.
Ouch.
And the dragon is going to kind of look around at all of you, and I've just got to make one quick roll on the dragon, actually. That's a point. Okay, it doesn't seem to notice just yet, but he is going to let loose a lightning bolt at you, Ragnar.
Hi.
As a bolt of lightning comes arcing out of just a random point of the dragon. It doesn't seem to be controlled or anything of that sort. Let's see then. So, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? You have advantage as a barbarian, so. And why is it not rolling the damage on this? That's really, really irritating.
I don't mind. Maybe it just didn't do any.
Maybe it just didn't do any. Who knows? Possible, but not what actually happened. I'll be completely honest with you.
It was worth a try.
Okay, so with a 16, are you in Call's aura?
Yes.
Okay, so that does mean you make the save. So that is good. As I just line up some dice for this. Sorry. Okay, thanks to Call, you only take half damage, which comes.
You're welcome.
To 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't need temporary hit points anyway.
As the dragon attempts another swipe of its claws, this time at you, Ragnar, actually, sorry.
Oh, good. Hi.
Just got to keep you busy, you know. Okay, does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, excellent. Well, then it misses you. And that is the dragon's turn. Court, it is your turn. Can you make me a wisdom check, please?
I can indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah, wisdom save, sorry, yeah.
But I still have advantage on it, but...
Okay, splendid. So you can carry on with your turn.
Excellent. Am I no longer frightened?
No.
Pardon?
No, you're still frightened unless you've done anything to break that.
Well, I get the advantage on.
This wasn't to do with the frightened.
Oh, right, okay. Well, what do I do to try and become unfrightened?
So I believe it's at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Let me just double check. Yeah, so you just repeat it at the end of your turn. This is a separate roll that you have to make.
Right, okay. In which case then, can I attack it? Am I able to do that when I'm frightened?
Yeah, you can. You just have. Let me just double check the exact points of frightened. Yeah.
A disadvantage. Okay, so I would like
attack rolls. Yeah.
To make. I would like to use my bonus action first. Is what I would like to do.
Okay, certainly.
And my bonus action is to get fucking mad and roar back at the fucking thing that I'm terrified of.
Okay.
Which means that me and all of my allies, within let me just check. Would you say I'm within 10 feet of that thing? Because it feels like I'm in.
I'll say you're within 10 feet. Yeah. You're on the edge, but it's a big creature. So yeah. So it's you and all your allies have an advantage on attack rolls. So
until the end of my next turn.
This is Court's equivalent of a vow of enmity, I suppose.
Yeah, but
it doesn't last as long, but it's for everyone.
It's for everyone because I'm not selfish. And then I'm going to yeet the deadly dagger of Donietto.
Okay, then. Excellent.
Fucking hit him.
All right, then. So a 28 on a flat roll. Yeah, you know what? That does hit. I'm not that much of a bastard.
And Ragnar is within 5 feet, so...
So you do get the sneak attack. So that is 26 points of damage. Very good. Very good.
And then from here on out, I will make sure I pay attention to the fours. Because they're going to matter this time.
They probably are. And again, you are responsible for them.
Yep.
Sorry.
And that'll be nice. That'll be my turn.
Okay, can you now roll me a wisdom save? This one is actually for the fear. That was a separate.
Yeah, boy. Oh,
very good. You are no longer frightened.
Excellent. I hyped myself up with the roar.
Clearly. Gruff the Griffin. You're up.
Alrighty. Gruff is going to... Is he in the order there? Does that count?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Alright, that'll do. He's nice spread out. What else is he going to do, if we're honest?
Alright then. Sorry, I was going to call him Call the Griffin then, or Griff the Stog, approaches and rears up, pecks at it with his beak and swipes with his claws, and he does indeed hit with all of those, so that is excellent. So that is 7, and then 9, and then another 7 points of damage. Excellent. Anything else for Gruff?
No, that's pretty much him.
Okay then. Salem, Fluffy, Muffin, Sunday throws a fireball at a dragon. Pickle, Fuzz Aldrin, Binks, Cat Stevens. It's your turn.
Nice.
By the time I finish saying his name, it's not your turn anymore.
Can I
Mhm.
first move like 1, 2 over here
Yep.
and inspect what this stuff is?
Okay. It'll be an action if you want to take a proper inspection of it.
It's an action.
Okay, that's fine. Can you roll me? It'll either be Arcana, Nature, or what other skills are there? I'm trying to think if any of the others would really work.
Medicine?
Yeah, medicine I'd allow. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm not good at any of those things.
Or investigation.
I'm not good at that either.
What about intimidation? Can you
Animal
intimidate the
handling,
liquid?
I don't know.
I can do deception or intimidation.
Intimidate the
those-
liquid into telling you what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you can try, but boy, you need okay, tell you what. If you get a great roll, you can intimidate the liquid into telling you what it is. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
I just got
That's
to
an
do it
option. Fuck
Just
it. All right.
fucking staring at it real
Nat
hard.
20 coming up.
anyway.
Not bad.
It's not bad, but to intimidate a liquid, I'll be honest with you, liquid don't give a shit about your feelings. So you go up, you kind of like give it a glare, give it the creepy eye, and you just see your own reflection, kind of a bit goopy in the liquid. You have no idea what this is.
Can I at least poke it? Or
I'll allow you to poke it as a free action if you want. Yeah. You just gonna bat it with your paw or something?
yeah.
Okay, great. So you kind of attempt to intimidate the goop into telling you what it is. You are unsuccessful. So you bat it with your paw. Take 3 points of acid damage.
Eat it.
That was a very cat-like play, right? That was very on brand for cat.
He went and stared at it, was unsuccessful, and then went, "Oh, I'm just gonna bat it a bit." Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, that was your action to intimidate the liquid. Is there anything else for you?
You wasted an entire action on intimidating.
now we know.
an
He's a
object.
cat that boops things, and now he knows it's acid.
Oh,
Now we
but you have
know.
spells and shit you could have done, you silly fuck.
The alternative would be summon the demon
That would have been fine.
on Crawl.
Summon the
There
demon
was,
in the acid.
Yeah.
no need for that. There
I'm
was no
sorry.
need for
I
that.
summon a demon in the acid and just watches it screams. And...
Just, just like, yeah, that's acid.
Yeah, that is
Just
the most on-brand cat thing to do.
Just a cat with like a blank face, just like licking itself, whilst like, and there's a demon like just like
screaming in agony.
Yeah. Can I take some movement? Use the rest
Yeah.
of my movement to go back here.
Yep, sure. You can't decide if he wants to go in or come out. Yep. The cat returns to its hiding position, and now we'll go to the big cat. Ragnar, it is your turn.
Hi, me, big cat.
You
I
big
would
cat.
like to recklessly claw attack the
Okay then.
dragon.
The bigger cat. Yes. You bring your claws down in a swiping motion. You do indeed hit. So that is 15 points of damage. Excellent.
Then I
assume
would
you're gonna
like to
attack again,
bite
or-
it.
Okay
Ooh.
then. Your bite does indeed hit. So let's do the damage first. That's 10 points of damage. That's a Constitution saving throw, is it?
DC 13, yeah.
DC 13. So as you bite into the dragon, you kind of help to pulse your kind of demonic power into it. Not demonic, sorry, your were powers into it, trying to desperately turn it. And you don't feel successful, and you take 4 points of acid damage.
Yeah, that's fair. Worth it.
Yeah.
I want to turn this thing into a fucking were-tiger.
You're on a hiding nothing there, buddy. Just
He's going to keep biting it, isn't he? I'm going to have to ramp up the acid damage. Anything else for you, Ragnar?
No, that'll be my turn, I think.
Okay, it is Sir Leopold's turn. He is no longer frightened. He's inspired by your heroic deeds, and he's going to run forward and bring about his hammer as we go for one smash. Ooh, that does hit. That's a good smash. So
leave that bitch.
11 points of damage as he brings about again for another hit. That one unfortunately goes wide. Oh, and no, hang on. Everybody has advantage because of you, don't they? Dan.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes, everyone's got advantage right now.
Does hit You know what you've also forgotten as well, by the
I've
way?
just remembered.
Yep.
Oh, it fell out on the first one.
It fell off. Okay, 1 point of damage from the deadly dagger of Donnie.
Well,
So the dagger is now on the ground somewhere. You can pick it up as a free action.
yeah, boy.
All right then. So that is Sir Leopold's turn. Jean, it is your turn.
Brilliant. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Het on him.
Okay, yep, certainly. What skill are you gonna give him disadvantage on?
Strength check.
Okay then. I'm gonna do that one.
And then I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
With advantage.
Pop them finger guns. Let's see them. Okay, so with advantage, so they do both hit. Excellent. So you pull out and do a double Eldritch Blast into him. So that's 20 points of damage plus another 10. That's 30 points of damage. That's really nice numbers. Thank you, Ed. Anything else for Jean?
The Jean will abide.
The Jean will abide. He's talking
I
about
understood that
himself in
reference.
third person. Not certain how I feel about this. All right then. Oh, whoops.
Come on, Dom. You know better.
I did 2 turns, so whoops.
The
It
dude
is
abides.
it is Elizabeth's turn. She's still frightened, so she's going to throw some daggers.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say he is still frightened of me at the end of my turn, but he needs to make another Wisdom save because I hit him again on the turn.
Oh, right. Okay. So another Wisdom save. And what was the DC?
15.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, he fails
Yes!
that one.
Ed, do you want to know a fun
He's a
fact?
dragon!
Fear me!
He's just... Yeah.
I imagine he's like, although I'm much smaller than him, it's like when you see a particularly big, like creepy looking spider.
I mean, that is how I would describe your character, to be
Even
honest.
though you know
particularly,
objectively you could step on it and kill it, it still creeps
It
you.
still creeps you a little bit, right? So
Ed, fun fact: despite stating otherwise multiple times, the dude doesn't often actually abide.
Okay, so
If you
Elizabeth has
pay
taken
attention
her
to the
turn.
scenes, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I suppose.
He has thrown some more daggers. Unfortunately, they have not. Well, no, they have hit. Sorry, they have hit because of the advantage. Call, it is now your turn. Unfortunately, she is still afraid.
Lovely. I have advantage already, don't I?
You do, yes. You also have advantage because of Dan. It
Yeah,
doesn't
boy.
stack. You don't get double advantage.
No, I know. I wasn't suggesting I did.
I feel like Andy's one evolution away from just being like, can I have double advantage?
It's gonna happen. I may have to create an item that like gives you double advantage
Or
at
he
like
can-
some great cost,
Or
and
he
he'll
can
just
play
use
an
it
elf
constantly.
and get like elven accuracy.
Oh, that bullshit! Yeah.
What you missed there is that Andy can't bring himself to play an elf.
Yeah,
He could
that's
play an
okay.
elf who like trims his ears.
That might be the
An elf
only
who's
thing that would
ashamed of
tempt
being an
him,
elf.
like mega advantage.
Stone Cold is an elf, so you know.
Oh, Dom, you know what I forgot?
What?
Every single time I attacked last round, Hunter's Mark.
You fool.
You did. Do you want to roll those dice now? Let's get them
Is
out.
that okay?
Yeah, go on.
It's a
It's
2d6.
only twice, so yeah, cool. All right, 9 points of extra damage. Excellent. Okay, now it's your actual turn.
Yeah, I got that. I'm not going to be creative about this. I'm just going to fucking batter him.
Okay, you bring about the halberd and splash at the dragon. You do indeed hit, dealing 16 points of damage with your hunter's mark. Excellent.
Nah, we're going whole hog today, boys.
Yep. Okay, and that is 14 points of radiant damage, and again, you feel that the radiant damage is more effective against it.
Alright. Still hanging out for those spell slots, buddy. Just saying.
If it wasn't an action, I would.
Mate, honestly, the spell slot you give me will do more damage than your action will otherwise.
Yeah, but can it turn into a were-tiger? No.
No, but it's doubled up radiant.
Hang on, if you bit him, he could turn into a were-tiger.
Yeah.
I'm not objecting, but like
Do it.
the second level Divine Smite with damage doubled is 4d8, no 8d8
I
total.
told you it's damage doubled.
Well, I'm assuming it's
dunno.
40.
Couldn't-
It's 4d8
possibly comment.
or potentially 8d8. It's 4d8 enhanced, whatever that may mean. Like there's a good chance that's more than what you're doing in a round. Just saying. All right. Yeah, it's the second
I'll
attack.
think about it.
All right, you bring
Oh.
about the halberd again for another attack, so that's 7 points of damage. If you do your hunter's mark as well.
Oh yeah, hang on. There's a Divine Smite.
Can you do 2 divine smites in one turn?
Can I not?
I don't know. Hang on. Maybe
Tell me I can't. Otherwise I will.
that sounds like a challenge. I'll be honest with you.
As far as I'm aware, it's spell slots, so I just spend them as I fucking like.
Let me just have just a quick check just to see.
Nothing about how many times you need a turn.
No, yeah, all right. I think you're good. Okay, so that was what have we got then? So 6 points for the hunter's mark and 11 points. Oh no, 13.
13.
Points, sorry. Yep.
And a 7 for the slashing, so 26.
Yep. Excellent.
But the
excellent.
13
Lots
of that was radiant.
Yep. All good. All noted. Don't worry. Anything else for Call the Stonk?
He's gonna bellow and beat his chest in an intimidating fashion.
He has become a gorilla.
Ugh. All right then. So now it is the dragon's turn. Now the dragon is quite badly injured. It was already not in great shape. It was, kind of dead. Yep.
Wait. I got a thing for this.
Oh no. Yep.
Where is it?
Okay.
I'm gonna blow the horn of Gobbody the Goop, the Trog King.
Sure.
Whoever
Why
did
do I
that,
do-
perfectly timed. I want to say it was Richard.
I just
No.
heard the duck noise.
All right then.
Oh, dear.
As you blow the horn, the dragon seems completely unfazed. Now it's
Obviously, yeah.
it's quite badly injured already. It was it was dead, and in the middle of resurrection. So it does now indeed seem quite badly wounded. What it is going to do, however, is let loose. Its breath attack. So it is going to breathe at anybody in. So it's going to essentially attempt to breathe here.
Yeah.
Now, Salem, you are behind the barrier, so I think you're okay. Yeah, yeah, you're okay. But
let Elizabeth die again. That'd be funny.
Just like burnt into a paste by acid.
Yeah, destroy the corpse. Nothing left.
Okay, could everybody in that arc? So I'm going. That's Ragnir. That's Elizabeth. That's Court, and that is Jean. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, thank you, God.
Good save.
Oh.
Okay, Elizabeth.
Oh.
Dex save.
Hey, you got a +9. Don't make out that was a good roll.
Oh, that was a good roll, though. It was,
It was
a good roll.
17.
17 is a good roll, yeah.
Yeah, but +9 is fucking ridiculous.
Now, Ragnir, you get advantage on this, don't you?
And
He also
I'm
has a
still in
+4.
Aura, yeah.
Okay, so
You have
that
to get 16.
makes you up to 16. Okay, and Court, you've got evasion, so that means if you pass it, you take no damage, right?
Correct. If the roll is to get half damage, yeah.
The roll is to get half damage, yes.
And
So,
if that is successful, I take none.
yeah, Court, you are successful, you take no damage. Jean, you are successful, you'll take half damage. Elizabeth failed, she'll take full damage. Ragnir, despite everything, you still failed and you'll take full damage. So those of you who failed take 36 points of acid damage.
That's a good number.
Ouch.
Yep. Elizabeth's corpse is
Don't
melted.
barbarians get some kind of advantage on deck saves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's why he got advantage
Didn't
on
matter.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't roll well enough.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is 36 points of acid damage. 18 for you who take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
As the dragon lets loose. As the dragon do acidy breath on you all. and it's going to make another swipe of its claw at Gruff the Griffin. Actually, does a 30 hit Gruff the Griffin?
It fucking does.
Was that a
Are you kidding?
disadvantage? Although I don't think it's going to
Does
matter.
a 15 hit Gruff the Griffin? Fuck you, Ed.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Gruff the Griffin takes. Oh, that's convenient. Takes 15 points of damage.
Oh, he's
literally
fine.
halved his attack roll. You bastard.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right then. Court, it is your turn.
So I'm no longer frightened, am I?
You are no longer frightened.
So I'm going to move forwards, pick up the dagger of Donny,
Yep. Okay.
and stab him with it.
Do
Do I get advantage with Griff on the other side?
flanking with Gruff? Ooh, it's a little bit of a push.
You draw a line between them. It
You
cuts
can
through
draw a
it.
line between them, I suppose.
Even if you put like the outside of Gruff, it's still
Look,
definitely
as much as I don't like the deadly dagger of Donny, fine.
Yes. And then I will stab him with my second psychic blade.
You
Okay.
only have yourself to blame, Dom.
I do. It is my doing. So that is 25 points of damage, and then you stab him with the psychic blade. That's 9 points of damage. Do you want to roll your d4? There
Yeah,
it
boy.
is. Really hoping it would fall out.
I know you were. Also, for the rest of you, I got a message from Dom directly that was just. Well, I don't know if this was. Wait, Dom, was that supposed to be a dig, or was that something in game?
No, this is in game. Yeah, these whispers are in
Okay.
game.
Never
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
then. Don't worry about it,
Alright.
guys. Carry on.
Yeah, nothing. Everything is fine. Nothing is happening to Court.
Nothing, everything's fine.
Okay.
Nothing is
Anything else
true.
for Court?
Nothing is
I've
true.
just realised
Everything
I
is
missed the last two of these stuff, and now I'm concerned.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Okay, Gruff. It is your turn. That's you, Sam.
I'm aware.
Yeah, you know.
Busy quoting Assassin's Creed, but you know.
Yep.
Right. Wreck that bitch.
Okay. As
Fucking Gruff is on point today,
swing
boys.
about
28 points of damage.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Is that 20? Yeah, that is. That's
Yep, that is
28
28.
points of damage. That's a very good turn for Gruff the Griffin. Anything else for him? I'm assuming no.
Who needs fucking frog when you got Griffin, eh?
Okay, currently the Griffin is taking the place of the frog.
Far more friendly, like fluffy, not a cunt. You know, there's
Speaking of
so,
fluffy,
so many positives.
Salem, it is your turn.
Spellot.
So I'm in two minds.
Mhm.
I could summon a demon,
You could.
or the dragon's going to be immune to acid, isn't it?
No idea.
If I push it into the acid.
Yes, it will.
No idea. Couldn't possibly say.
It will be immune to acid, won't it? If there's acid coming out of it, it's probably immune to acid.
Yeah, it fucking will be.
Okay, I'll summon a demon then. Fuck it. It's always great fun.
What's the worst? that can happen?
All right then. Where would you like to summon your demon?
Can I summon it on top of the dragon?
Well, we did allow this previously, so I don't see why not. As I just quickly do to the front. So, do you want to just summon the demon directly on top of him? Is that your plan? Can you paste the summon demon?
But is it his skin's like acid as well, isn't it?
It's when Ragnar bit him.
Okay, yeah, then maybe not.
Okay, where do you want him then?
I want to
should
put him
have-
like over here.
You should have control over this token, but I get the feeling you might not. So.
I don't, and I also can't see.
You not see him?
Yeah.
What? Why not?
No, I can't see him because I'm around the pole, the
You're
the
around
pillar.
the fucking pillar. I forgot about that. Hang on. Let me. I don't know. Yeah, can I give you vision on this one? I don't know if I can.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right, fine. Okay, yeah. So you have indeed summoned the demon. I guess you can't see him while you're cowering. Yeah. Can you paste the summon demon spell just to make sure that we get everything right? I'm pretty certain I remember how this works.
That's a lot more writing than I remember.
Yeah, that's way more writing than you've ever read before, Richard. So it does get its own initiative, doesn't it, or is it on your turn? Yeah. Right.
It does
there
get its
it
own
is.
initiative. Mine might be easier just putting on my turn.
Nah, it gets its own turn. I'm going to be irritated about it. Also, because it says to roll initiative and because it might turn against you. So when you summon it, and on each of your turns thereafter, you can issue a verbal command to it, no required action on your part, telling it what it must do on its next turn. So you can tell it what you want it to do, or it'll just attack the dragon.
Sam's gonna say kill the dragon. Specifically the big one.
Runs over and just starts beating up. Oh dear. Okay, so it's the charisma saving throw at the end of the turn, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. All right. Anything else for Salem then?
I don't think I can do anything. Have I got a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action.
I can't remember what spells I've got with those bonus actions.
They're
I don't
not-
think.
They're very rare.
Hex is one.
I've also used a spell. I'm not sure if No, I've got one. I've got one more spell slot, I think. But no. No, I'm just gonna cower behind the pillar again.
Okay, you can resume cowering behind the pillar. Ragnar, it is your turn. Big dragon monster, scary.
Yeah.
Not scary, you strong tiger.
But Cole's never going to shut up until I give him a fucking spell slot.
You have never used this ability in combat before.
I know.
Yeah, boy.
It's like, I know, and I still haven't. As he just does something else.
Yeah, that's the attacks, yeah. So it is roll a d3, they regain 1, so that is a second level spell slot.
That is as good as it gets for me, so thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'd like to use my bonus action to drop my rage, I think.
Okay.
Unexpected.
So you can rage again?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Now when you de-rage, that de-tigers you, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, I can change you back if you want.
I got it. There we go.
Okay, there we go, cool. Alright, anything else for Ragnar?
No, I am a little concerned where that little
Fleece.
skull came from.
Where did that come from? Did I do that?
I didn't do it.
Wasn't that the fear?
No, I used this one for the fear. I didn't put that one on you.
'Cause it's been there since I used the totem, and now I'm scared.
Genuinely, I'm not even messing. I didn't do that.
Oh.
We're gonna leave it.
Just in case.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it, and if I do something to you later, we're gonna claim that's what it was for.
Okay.
Okay then. So Sir Leopold's turn. So Sir Leopold is going to bring his hammer into one swift motion and try and bring it cracking down on the dragon. As he does a hammer down. Oh, that does hit. Lovely. That's good. So points of damage. Excellent. All right then. Now it is the Balgura's turn. Now, Tom, you've given it the command to attack, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay then. So it is going to attack at the dragon with its fists. So that does 8 points of damage, as that does hit. And I just have to quickly check what the rules on the Balgura is. I think I know. It is 3 attacks, 1 bite, 2 with its fists. So it attacks again with its fists. Unfortunately, the second attack misses and it bites. And the bite also misses. Oh, actually, no, hang on. It gets advantage from the griffin, doesn't it? So that one hits. That one doesn't hit. That one does hit. Okay, so he hits with the bite. But that does unfortunately mean he takes some acid damage. Okay. So he takes 2 points of acid damage. Okay, and that is his turn, but now he has to roll a charisma saving throw. And what's the check it has to make? Let's see. The demon has disadvantage on this saving throw if you say its true name. You haven't said its true name. On a failed save, it continues to obey you. It continues to obey you. It rolled garbage.
Hooray!
All right, Gene, it is your turn.
Lovely. I'm gonna bonus action use my last bardic inspiration to use unsettling words on the dragon.
Okay, yep.
So it gets a d6 away from its next saving throw.
Oh, very good. Okay then.
Those unsettling words.
As you unsettle
that
it,
big.
No, I have to assume that Gene's unsettling is just like weird eye contact and ununderstandable gibberings. Okay, so that's your bonus action, so that's -4 to its next saving throw.
And then I would just like to look at it and command it to grovel.
Okay then. So that is is it a wisdom save against you?
It is a wisdom.
Okay then, and it's -4, right?
-4 DC 15.
It has gotten a 17 with a -4, I'm afraid.
God damn.
So your attempts to make the beast grovel before you are unsuccessful. Anything else for you, Gene?
No, I'm gonna step over here, and its fear of me now drops.
Okay, yep. Splendid. All right then, it's now Elizabeth's turn, but she's a puddle at this point. Cole, it's your turn.
Nice. I still have advantage because I did a vow of enmity.
You do. You're still very angry.
Fucking raging.
Okay, you bring about the halberd again for another strike on the beast. It does indeed hit, so that is 14 slashing damage.
Plus 13 radiant. Plus 3 Donny damage.
Donny damage, which I'm going to turn to psychic, I think.
Well, the Donny damage.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's funnier. Okay, excellent. So that is a very successful hit. Anything else for you? I'm assuming you got a second attack. Okay then.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah. Don't forget your hunter's mark damage, right?
Oh yeah, we're stacking them up here now.
Oh, extra.
That's the first round.
Damage. Okay, so you bring about the halberd again, and it does hit.
And that's 14. It's number 17 damage. Plus the 6, 23.
Okay, excellent. The dragon is looking in very, very poor condition, as you are now at this point largely turning one of its legs, one of its legs into mincemeat and kind of disintegrating it beneath it. The dragon is barely able to keep itself up at this point, but it is now the dragon's turn. So the dragon is going to unfurl its wings to their full extent. That kind of fills this cavern almost, as they are massive, and the dragon is going to attempt to take off. However, as it flaps its wings with force, you can see that there's huge holes in between. In the wings, there's absolutely no way. There's too many holes. It cannot lift off. But in doing so, several. As I get them up here, several bolts of lightning are going to echo out from the dragon. So,
did it manage to get any takeoff at all, or did it just basically stand up?
It basically just stood up. Yeah, it's trying to. Its instincts are to fly away, but it's too mincemeat to manage. So, one lightning bolt is going to go for Ragnir and Cole because you're nicely lined up.
Damn it, Ragnir, you have one job.
Another one is
That
going
one
to
job
go
was to
for
give you a
Port.
spell slot.
Just stand in front of me and can't
Achieved.
process.
And the third one is going to go for the Balgura. So if you guys can roll me dexterity saving throws, please.
Me and Ragnar get +4.
You do indeed.
I
Okay,
don't.
so Ragnar and Call, you pass. Court. Okay, I'll do the Balguras.
Oh, sorry. What am I rolling? Dex saves.
Cheers.
Yes, please. The Balgura got a
Yep.
6. So
Uh-oh.
And again, I've got the if it's a half save thing, then I take nothing if I pass.
okay, with a 24, you do indeed pass, so you're able to completely dodge the lightning bolt.
Oh,
Ragnar and Call, you both pass. The Balgura fails. The Balgura takes 39 points of lightning damage.
Fucking hell.
It's still kicking. Bal's got some good health. And that does mean Ragnar and Call, you take 19 points of lightning damage.
Cool.
Okay. And the dragon is going to attempt to bite at Sir Leopold. That is going to hit. Okay, so the dragon attempts to flap its wings and take off. The lightning bursts out from it, and then realizing it can't take off, it clamps its jaws down on Sir Leopold. He is now in the dragon's mouth as the dragon rears back up. I'm going to physically put it on his mouth because that's funnier. Okay, and
Can't believe he's
that
stealing my
is...
thing.
Exactly. That is the dragon's turn. Court, it is your turn.
so I am going to attack said dragon
Yep.
with a good old psychic blade.
Okay. Yep.
Little donny damage.
Okay. You bring about the psychic blade. That's quite a lot of damage, isn't it? Jesus, how much is that?
That is 31 damage.
31 points of damage. Excellent. Okay then, and then you come about a second time. Unfortunately, even with your flanking, this does not hit.
That's fine.
Anything else for Court?
And then that will be it for the moment.
Okay then. Gruff the Griffin, it is your turn.
Gruff is going to continue his great advantageous attacks now. Yeah, boy. 18
Okay,
damage.
Gruff continues in his campaign to just be shockingly consistent, actually. So 18 points of damage from Gruff. Okay, excellent. Salem, it is your turn. The dragon is in significantly bad condition. Probably better than Sir Leopold's position is right now, but you know, the dragon is very badly injured. It appears to be barely held together.
Do we want to try and save Sir Leopold?
Yeah.
I could cast command to drop him.
You could, yeah.
Wait, what?
Command.
I have lay on hands. If I can get near him, I can heal him for 40 points of health. So.
Or I just
Pretty. It might. It's hurt enough that we might just kill it.
yeah, kill it. Eldritch Blast time then.
Okay then.
Without moving Sir Leopold into the lava.
Oh, dagger falls out.
Sag.
Indeed.
I
All
didn't
right, then.
see his Eldritch Blast. Oh, there we go.
Yep, there they are. So Salem, as you step forward and I struggle to picture the cats really casting anything with intention. It's more like they just mill about in the box and things burst out of their tails. Or
I just have an image of, you know, when cats at night and you see their eyes glow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I see
actually.
that image every time. Like all of them, all their heads just turn round.
All turn all at once.
No matter
and
how
that's when the
impossible
dark
the
comes out.
angle is, and then all of their eyes go that colour, and then
Yeah.
And then they carry on
yeah,
Just
milling
like
about licking each other.
yeah.
yeah, it's quite
Okay.
haunting.
As you let off 2 Eldritch Blasts into the dragon, both of them do indeed hit and send the dragon flinging backwards.
This may
as
have
it
been a mistake.
goes crashing back into the wall. Sir Leopold is indeed flung from the jaws as it does it. The dragon crashes into the walls, and you can see it flailing desperately against the acid. The acid is burning the dragon.
Oh,
No.
there you go.
Indeed. Something appears to be going wrong. You would have gotten an attack of opportunity, as would Gruff, as would Call, as would the Bulgar, actually. So let's see some
Would I?
swings on this. Yes, you do get them as well. Basically, everyone got one.
I
So-
am also going to drop concentration for the demon.
Okay, doesn't that mean it goes wild, though?
No, because otherwise I can't get. That's how I get rid of it.
Is it? Let me just double check. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember because this is such a fucking fiddly thing. So it's
I think
duh. If you stop concentrating on the spell before it reaches its full duration, an uncontrolled demon doesn't disappear for 1d6 rounds, but it's a controlled demon, so it would disappear, right?
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say.
So how do I get rid of it without?
No. As in, so it is controlled, so you drop concentration and it vanishes.
Ah,
But if it breaks
okay.
loose of you, you drop concentration and it still takes a couple of turns to vanish.
Okay.
So you can't just immediately drop concentration if he goes wild.
Okay, I'm gonna drop concentration then.
Okay, that's fine. So as the dragon goes crashing into the wall, a number of you start taking swings at it as it's flying away from you, as it's being blasted back by the cats. Ragnir, you're able to stab at it with Truth Fang. Court, you fling a dagger at it and get a good hit. Call, despite your roll, I'm going to say you're able to leverage in the halberd and get a good blow on it. Even Gruff gets a good claw at it. The Bulgar is dismissed, and the dragon crashes into the wall, and you can see as it starts to burn and sizzle and is indeed defeated.
Ugh.
That's a big old X.
Yeah, it's really big. Actually, it appears that the liquid that was being pumped into the dragon was being very carefully administered, and the dragon itself was not actually immune to acid or healed by it or anything of that sort.
Right.
So indeed, forcing it into it, that you were able to kill the dragon. So just a couple of messages I have to get out now.
Heyo.
Okay.
I took a lot of damage.
You did very well though, yeah.
I took no damage.
I have 31
Little
hit points
bit.
left.
Damn it, but I was already hurt
102.
going into the fight.
Indeed. So you have indeed successfully killed the Dreamer. As we transition to spoopy music. There we go. Yes, there was an attempt to resurrect this dragon. It was causing all manner of ecological terror in the area. And you have indeed successfully killed it. Sir Leopold kind of picks himself up again off the floor. You see him glance across to where the puddle of what was Elizabeth is. And you notice as he flashes a quick smile towards you guys. And you hear a bit of a joke as he goes, "Easy come, easy go." He seems to catch himself and just think, "Oh, it's a bit darker than I thought."
Can we all laugh hysterically like it was the best joke of all time? Like, of course, just like
you
slapping
guys all
me.
give it a good laugh. You're cheering. There's
Oh,
great
do you find
revelry.
that very
Has anyone got a jar so he could scoop up Elizabeth and hand it to him?
Oh no. So I missed this because
get
where I'm
darker.
standing, I couldn't see. But did she die? Yeah, she did die.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, she just took the acid straight to the face, failed the roll, took maximum damage. It was a lot more than her hit points. So. Okay, so as you're all cheering and generally celebrating, Ed, if you can jump down the channel very quickly.
Sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
pick anyone. I'll follow you down.
Dungeon la shit.
Oh,
Sam, can I have permission to add stuff to the soundboard?
I don't know how to do that.
It'll probably be in a roll of some sort.
Permissions.
I think the soundboard's the best thing that Discord have added in a long time.
Yeah.
Although sometimes when Tom and Andy remember about it, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. You have permission to use the soundboard then.
Thank you very much.
I think that's what you asked for.
That's correct. Not to use it, to basically add one to it.
Is that not the same thing?
No, because we could all use it. Just to upload sounds to it.
Hang on. Allows members to use sounds from other servers if they're a Discord night, remember. No, I think you have to be. Yeah, you have to have a Nitro membership to add new sounds.
Oh, I suppose you'd have to add them to your own personal Discord and then just use them someone else's channel.
I don't think that's right.
Nitro
Because I can do it in another one. I can do it in another one. But that's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, we're making pretty good use of the ones we have.
Yeah. I was not gonna lie, what I was gonna do was
I was waiting for Dom to say the dragon roared so I could do the quack.
I was gonna do the one in our Discord, which is his name is John Cena. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, no, there's no option to. There's use soundboard, and then it says use external sounds, but it says use members use sounds from other servers if they're a Discord Nitro member.
No worries.
There's no option to.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
All right. So, with the dragon defeated, and you're all having a good laugh at Sir Leopold's rather crass joke, but he seems to be kind of, oh, go on then. He seems to have transitioned from the position of holier than thou knight to it's all right. He's having fun with his friends. So exactly. Thank you. So as he says, well, I suppose we should get out of here then with this dragon. As he kind of turns and looks at the corpse, now you can see it's now starting to bubble in the acid. Clearly, the corpse itself is just disintegrating. The very careful ritual of resurrection clearly no longer being followed by just pushing it into a lake of acid. He says, well, we should get out of here. We have to get back to my people. I need to know that they're okay. Hopefully the plague will be over now, right?
I think so.
We can celebrate. It'll be good.
Oh.
You'll like my people. They'll be good to you. I promise you that.
Mm.
You'll be heroes.
Just for one day.
Yes. Sorry, Sam?
Cole's going to take the time to pick up the remains of Elizabeth in a box.
All right, you kind of glance around and just
Ziploc
pushing
bag.
it into... To be honest with you, I'm trying to think what would be the most logical thing
A tankard.
to call to have. It's either, tell you what about a tankard with a lid, or a box that you keep. I was going to go with a box that he keeps his wrestling oils in.
Yeah.
Like,
What about the box we keep our cats in?
well, that's full of cats, so.
Cats and Elizabeth.
Cats featuring Elizabeth.
Oh God. Okay.
Um,
So as you start to kind of assemble things all together and gather everybody back up again, so Leopold takes you back to the entrance, and you start traveling out of the cavern, and that is where we will leave things off here with you guys leaving the cavern once again.
Yeah, boy.
I'll put us on the. I don't know what's have I got? I don't really have one, do I?
Could put us back on the lift.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Let me. I gotta clear out some bodies out of this. Gotta shake out the skeletons. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'll move you onto that sheet. As you're ascending out of the caverns, you feel like you've done a good thing, so to speak. You feel that the Sir Leopold who has entered these caverns is very different from the man who is now leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, Elizabeth is not leaving.
Well, she is leaving.
Well, in a sense, I suppose
Yeah.
what is left of her is leaving.
Yeah.
And you all level up.
Yeah, boy. I think we should rename Elizabeth to Elizabeth the Twice Dead.
Elizabeth twice killed.
Yeah.
You're gonna resurrect her again.
Like a
Yeah.
Starbucks barista.
Maybe if we resurrect her again,
Spell
she
it
just
wrong.
becomes the Elizabeth the Ever Dying.
You gotta find her a body if you're gonna do that.
Or
All
just
right,
true
so
resurrection.
what level does that put you guys at? Is that level 10 now?
9.
9.
9, getting close. All right, very good, very good. So yes, well done, everyone.
Bear with me just a minute.
I will try to.
No, Sam. We're all going. On your own. Question is, do I level up or do I start my multi-class journey early?
What are you looking to multi-class into?
Well, I'm definitely going to multi-class into Bard.
Yeah. Well,
But,
Gene could teach you how to play. Wait, does Gene play any instruments?
I can't remember if Gene has any. I think he does have some instruments. Yeah, no, Gene has a bunch of instruments. He can
Shit.
play the flute, the viol, and the drum.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
He has a few little bits there. He
strikes me as somebody who was like forced to play the violin or the flute or something as a child.
Yeah,
He's
never
kept
see
up
him-
with it, like yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful and it's flawless, but he just never does it because he hates it because he was forced to learn it.
Yeah.
I've always liked the idea of being a bard who like the only instrument you play is like classical piano or like the organ. So you're like, yeah, I can't like bring it with me in combat. Like,
Like the harp.
it's just like, yeah, if we happen somewhere that's got a piano, I could blow your tits off. I'm really good, but like I can't wheel a piano around with me in the wilderness.
So, I basically either multi-class into a rogue. No, sorry, into Bard even. Let me just see what Bard does if I multi-class into it.
That's for jack of all trades, isn't it?
That will be the eventual plan, yeah.
Jack of all trades, reliable talent.
Yeah, I don't get reliable
bitch.
talent until I think it's 10.
Yeah,
It's 10 or 11
as
or
a
something,
rogue,
isn't
I
it?
think.
Yeah.
Let me just have a look.
Can we just? I mean, we killed it. It's a pretty big dragon. Can we get
Yep.
2 levels?
Oh, you can ask me really politely and tell you
No,
what, make a d20
it's-
roll.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
If he'd rolled a d20 and he'd hit a nat 20. Oh.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
it's 11 I get reliable talent.
It is 11.
So 11 I get reliable talent, and then Bard, it's I think literally just isn't it the first thing with Bard, or is it second?
I think it's level 2 with Bard or something, isn't it? It's not very high, but I
Reliable
don't
talent,
think it's
yeah,
quite
Yeah,
level
Jack of all trades is level 2. Yeah.
Yeah, level 2. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'll stick with it until I get because at level 9 I can now if I miss with an attack I can roll a psionic die and add the number to my attack roll.
That's pretty nice.
And if it hits, I expend the die.
Plus, your sneak attack goes up to 5d6.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because your proficiency bonus goes up. So I'm pretty certain your dice
Yes,
goes
it
up.
does.
Yeah, boy.
It does, in fact. Not only that, but I also get this is something that's going to be really fun. Psionic teleportation.
Ooh, what does that do?
As a bonus action, you manifest one of your psychic blades, expend one psionic die, and roll it. Throw the blade in unoccupied space you can see up to a number of feet away equal to 10 times the number rolled. You then teleport to that space, and the blade vanishes.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It's not bad, is it?
Yeah. 10 times the amount rolled. That's very good.
11th level is a very powerful level for me for Rogue because I get reliable talent, and that's when my Sonic die becomes a D10 as well.
Oh, that is good.
That's a good combo. So
yeah.
I'll level up the Rogue.
So we're leveling up 1 level.
Yeah, just 1 level. Yeah.
Just checking.
Richard tried for 2, but he didn't roll well enough. So
Yeah, it's just I was looking at what Path of Wild Magic gets at level 10, and it is unstable backlash. Every time I take damage, I get to roll on the Wild Magic table if I want to.
Oh dear, I should get a Wild Magic table sorted, shouldn't I? You're gonna choose that every single time, aren't you?
Oh, it's the same magic, the Magic Surge table that I roll on now, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, right. Sorry, yeah.
I get level 3 spell slots.
So, and obviously I will choose that every time because
yeah,
they're fun. Well, the little chaos gremlin inside me just wants to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the chaos gremlin inside of you makes a lot of your decisions.
Why is my sneak not rolling?
Tell you what,
Oh, and our proficiency went up as well, which is very nice.
It did. Sorry, I can move you here, and as long as I delete Elizabeth, it's fine.
So now,
tell you what, as you come
roll
sailing up, you find you find Nugget pissing on the door of the barn. Like, what?
Why is my sneak not on the automatic roll? Why is it not doing that?